It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Seahawks and the Ravens, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So the Seahawks ready to take over on offense, and it is a first-time Pro Bowler who leads them out, Charles, in his 11th year now, Geno Smith.
When the Seahawks named Smith the starter last season, it gave him an opportunity he wasn't sure he would get again. And then he became one of the best quarterbacks in football and sustained it across a full 17 games, winning Comeback Player of the Year. Saved his career with last season and keeps the Seahawks as true contenders.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Geno. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Smith. And the pressure gets to him again. What a great job getting pressure here on the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
And that pressure has been intense right from the beginning. And I'm telling you, if they don't make an adjustment in play calling and protection, it'll go from intense to relentless.
Watch out for Hill on the return. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense set to go to work, and it's Lamar Jackson now at his 6th NFL campaign who will lead the way.
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award, and he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week, but when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely, and he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
And it's a nice-looking award. I wonder if he took it home, got out of the car, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. I wonder what he did with it.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 41-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. The Ravens coming in looking for win number 7 on the year. And they come in riding high. Just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. The tight end in motion right. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. They'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 24. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? When you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Jackson from the shotgun. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Charlie Kohler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Smith. Now, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. You talk about this Seahawk defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for the secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Seahawks 0.
2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Geno down a throw. Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And Lockett going to pick up a Seahawks 1st down as he'll be taken down at the 46. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
At the Ravens 41-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. Now it's Jackson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play from our studios in Orlando. Jackson throwing complete there to Flowers. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another big hitter there, this one good for 18. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
He finds Aguilar over the middle. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing. Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing now is Geno. Throw out wide to Walker. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
From the gun, here's Smith. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Smith. And Walker with it over the middle. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The final shot here before break. Smith. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Myers' kick is good. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
We saw a terrific first half from the dual-threat quarterback, Lamar Jackson. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Marty, you know, when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, and his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
No gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Mario Edwards flies in to blow that play up.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now back to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him.
That must be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Now it's Lockett. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job.
It got his man complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Hey, when you're thinking about your opening drive in the 3rd quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, you know, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are even at 10 apiece. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start with the option. Powers through. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
36-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. That'll give him 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times, converted on 3rd down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said, enough of that.
So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Tucker's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Gino. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Tyus Bowser in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Back to throw, Smith. Hunter Henry brings it in, and he is out of bounds right around the 34. A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. Gino now to throw. Gets this complete to Smith and Jigba. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Smith's going to throw it. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10. Smith to throw. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
1st down, Seahawks.
Smith. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Here's Smith. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you're doing. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Myers' kick is good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
This is 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Throw's going to be incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Jackson's throw pulled in by Aguilar. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Jackson. Dobbins with it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Jackson connecting with Andrews. And they're going to get another first down here up at midfield. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
on the coverage.
Jackson to throw. That went into the hands of Flowers. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I'm starting to wonder here. Are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This from long, very long range. And off the upright, and it caroms in. It's good. The kick is good, and that writes a crazy finish to this one. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for the Ravens, they pick up win number 7 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.